Sorry, I'm fucking tired, man.
I guarantee that a chick was like, yeah, this big black guy just called and yeah.
How did she know?
Because she could tell.
How did she know? Dude?
She could tell.
She could tell.
So welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
Yeah, you didn't do it?
Welcome to Weekly Reset.
Yeah, the reset
of the week.
It's Mark here. Join with
Josh.
Steven.
Tony.
Marlon.
He said,
Hey, he said Marlon.
Yeah, that is my name, asshole.
I mean, if you watch a podcast, you wouldn't know that.
Let's get it popping.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, this smells good. What are you waiting for? Do it! Oh, Tony gonna throw up. Man.
I might.
That's not smooth.
What it tastes like.
Gauging the reactions.
My gosh.
Like the Walmart brand.
Is this actually Walmart brand?
We got 4 thumbs down for Steve.
Tony? For what? I didn't drink the new shit. I just had the Jack.
Yes, had the Jack. I didn't take it yet.
I don't feel good.
I'm warm.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one, too. I was wanting to see what the reactions were.
Blended at birth.
Ew.
That's what it says.
I'm
Read it.
really warm.
No, yeah, for real. My esophagus has blown.
Was it velvety?
It was lighter fluidy.
That's good.
We went past nail polish to later fluid.
I actually got the perfect ratio on that one.
But I haven't had something that like warms me up in so many years.
Didn't you have the dirty?
Not like this,
Shit
man.
is child's play. Compared to this.
That's a different type of burn.
It's a Drake reference, too, by the way, if you didn't catch on.
40%. Is it 100% burn?
100% burn.
You eating a chaser?
Some passion blaster to
Yeah.
wash us out.
Beer already.
Oh, okay.
Let's get into the
All
beer,
right.
man. Let's get into the beer. Get into the beer, man. Get into the beer.
Look at this. I was looking at this thumbnail. That's literally
We
what I
got
was
the
looking
Passion Blaster Rose Ale with passion fruit, raspberry, and apple flavors. From, what was it? New Holland Brewery.
for. It's a fruity can.
Yeah, it is. So it's an ale.
It's a rose ale.
What is a rose ale?
We'll find out.
Kind of like a rosé, but
Can I get one of those, Tony?
Can I get a passion
I just need
blaster?
one.
dude?
Yeah.
Where's the extra passion blaster?
Right there.
So what are we drinking?
Not up there.
Ooh.
Shit.
New Holland
good.
Passion Blaster. Coming to you.
It smells good.
Smells good.
Smell
How
like
does it smell like
passion.
strawberry passion? Strawberry passion.
They don't have strawberry passion no more.
Oh, man.
It's a very mild beer, but it's fruity and I like it.
He says fruity and I like it.
You made me fuck up.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I like it.
It smells like passion. Strawberry passion, dude.
Can artwork.
Kind of does, actually.
I'm not a fan.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Passion fruit, raspberry.
It's
and
really
fruit
good. It's like a...
It's pretty good and I like it.
It's a rose
I like
ale.
Definitely smells fruity.
It's good for when you get. It's good for when you feel. It's good for when.
Continue.
Be careful.
Tread lightly.
Well, that is delightful.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh."
Yeah, it's definitely a really good drink.
You taste it, and you don't get that beer taste. It's
Yeah,
just,
you don't get that beer taste
It's
at
just
all.
like
It's almost like a wine cooler.
it's like a little fruity can.
It's like a what?
A fruity can.
No, I wouldn't say it as much as a wine cooler because wine coolers are kind of more like alcohol sharpness.
Yeah, it's more like a fruity can.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
A fruity can.
mishearing.
A fruity
you.
can.
Say it again.
Fruity
One
can.
more time.
Fruity can.
Can you spell that?
Which part?
You just spell that last
H. Y.
H. HYA.
I feel like there's probably like some like random letters in there too.
It's gotta be like 3 A's and
Like
four
E's,
I's.
A's, maybe some.
He's an E's. There's some E's in there too.
Yeah.
Sprinkle them in, dude.
There might
And
be.
then one A at the end.
Yeah, and then and because that was just created today, there's gonna be a Z at the end of it.
All right,
also,
Marlon.
but
So
the Z
what
is
do you
silent.
give it, Marlon?
I'm getting another sip of the. Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Somebody got a dookie.
No, I don't have to dookie. That was my stomach, but no, I don't have to dookie.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
It's that whiskey, man.
Steve's stomach is all tight. He's like, hey, why you drink that? Look at us down here. His stomach is pissed.
We're burning. We can't take much more. I give it an 8 though. It's good.
An 8? Oh, he likes the fruity.
I give it a 9.
Oh,
This is. I'm not. I drove just 2 hours. I'm not drunk. Okay, I'm not that irresponsible today.
noise.
Good job. I'll give it an 8 too.
This is something I would definitely like go out and buy.
Everybody just feeling fruity today.
This might be a good summertime beer.
Stop. Enough.
And you hungry, Steve?
No.
He said, "Can we get this going, please?"
He said, "I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom a few times on this one."
A few times. He said, "Ah, shit the podcast."
Now, Steve, when you have to go to the bathroom, if you could just knock twice and then just put up which side it is, just so we know which bathroom check this is. Should be a.
What if it's a mixture though?
It should be a 2-to-1
It'll
ratio.
be like
A
this.
2-to-1 ratio.
Whoa!
Whoa!
1 plus 2.
Remember that shit from we were fucking Camp Laszlo?
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I remember it. All right, Josh.
I give it an 8.
Rated hot. Wow.
It's good.
It is a delightful beer, and I thought it was gonna be shitty looking at the can.
Yeah, it was looking a little bright, but you get about a 7.
We'll go ahead and upgrade that to an 8. So that's pretty much
Well, if
8's
you gave it a 7, then
I'd
it's
give
an
it a
8 all
9.
around.
yeah.
Because you gave it a 9.
I give it a 9. I like it a
There
lot.
you go. So you gave it an 8. Good job.
No, I didn't.
Proud of you, boy.
Granted, I drank a lot of just regular beer, so this is just a breath of fresh air.
Regular, like
Miller Lite,
gross.
Budweiser.
Shame on you.
That's probably it. Just White Claw.
Oh, no. Don't admit that on the camera, Tony.
Yeah, you should say that.
He went
forever.
basic.
He went basic, dude.
I had the mango flavor.
If they have a
If that
pumpkin
helps.
spice White Claw,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we chose.
Yeah, that's the only one I've tasted. Any new music, man? Listen to that Frank Ocean?
I was starting to, but then I listened to this. It's like a group of Asian American artists. It's why are you laughing, Mark?
I didn't laugh. What are you talking about? You laughed.
because
They all laughed before I did, but he singled me out, dude. What you mean, dude?
I looked at Mark to see if he'd look at me, and he was like,
I heard him laugh. I don't know if you were looking at me, but I was like,
Dude. Nah, continue though.
It's called the 88th Rising. That's like the group, and so they took a bunch of like artists and made like an album out of it.
"What's that super group from Korea?"
Oh, Super M.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Super M.
I thought
Yeah.
that's what we were
What
gonna
does the
say
M stand
first.
for?
No, that's my brother was telling me all about it since it's really into K-pop.
What does the M stand for?
Music.
I don't know.
Super music,
Yeah. Super musician. I don't know.
Superman.
But pretty much, yeah, that group was supposed to be
definitely
like
trademarked.
That's how they're trying to get around it.
Yeah, Super M. Superman was trademarked, so he just did Superman. Super M.
Well, I mean, the idea behind that
Metroid.
group apparently was like they took like the best of the best, like
Korean MCs.
yeah,
Put 'em all
MCs,
under
like
one
singers,
roof.
yeah, because like apparently it was like I forgot what like label did it, but they basically had trials to make, because in Korea most of their artists or groups, I should say, they're like all boy bands or like girl band groups, like, and they're big groups too, like containing up to like 8 to 12 people,
Dang.
which is pretty crazy. But I think that's why
How
I
long
really
do those groups last?
Probably
for a
about
while.
6 weeks.
No, they last for a while.
Damn,
It's because-
7.
Somebody's not getting paid.
Well, because the reason how it works is like a
Can I be
lot of
part
those.
multiple groups.
What?
Can I be a part of multiple groups?
I think like some groups like branch
Really
out into
interested
smaller
in that
like
Korean
groups
culture,
and stuff like.
Making a
But
lot
it's
of
all
money,
because
man.
of the
I'm trying to-
label. The label really controls everything, and people are okay with it.
You mean
I
like
guess.
the regular music business?
Well, in Korea, because I mean, like,
That's how every music business is. Well, it used to be anyway.
because I mean, like, you know, in America, there's really no such thing as boy bands really left anymore around here.
I
Like,
think NSYNC
everyone-
still gets together once every other year.
No, JT said, "Fuck that." I made a solo album and it's killer.
I think
That's JT's best album, man.
That's tough.
I
I
think
mean, honestly,
Man of the Woods.
Didn't that
No.
one band,
That
was
did
it
not-
Backstreet Boys, they got back together, didn't they?
they got like an
They,
argument.
they got a Vegas show, don't they?
yeah. What was it? The
Pretty sure they're doing Vegas.
2020 experience is real good though.
2020
I think,
experience is
I
pretty good.
My experience is really good.
I want to say I heard on the radio that a few of the Backstreet Boys got in like an argument and they were talking about like killing each other and stuff.
See, that's where
I thought that was just Nick and Aaron Carter, dude.
Oh,
See, this is where
maybe that's what it was.
and I guess in
Is
like
that Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
That's
Backstreet Boys, yeah.
Okay.
And like the record labels in Korea, like if any of that shit happens, you're just replaced, and like it's just, you're done, and then you probably will never be in the music career again. So like the label just really controls the aspect of your life and that. But that's why those like the groups like the boy bands, they last for so long. Like that's why BTS is so popular, and they've been around for a
There's
while.
only like 4 of them though.
There's 6
What's it called?
BTS.
Back to school?
I forgot what they stand for.
Back to school.
I don't know. You can look, Google it.
Behind
Fact
the
check.
scenes.
Hey Siri, what does BTS stand for?
According to Wikipedia.org, the group's name BTS stands for the Korean expression Bangtan Sonyeondan, Korean Hanja, literally meaning bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Did you say Korean hand job?
Is that all you heard?
That's your takeaway. I think they said it.
I'm trying to figure out.
he just like puts his hand up. Korean hand jobs, you said?
Where don't
Is
make
that-
it seem like I was looking for it.
No. That's not. Where's
that-
the line?
Is that a happy ending, dude?
Yeah, that. I mean,
It only happens
whatever.
once, Mark.
what only happens once?
The Korean hand job.
Why does it only happen once? You can't go back for a second. I'm not saying I would, but I'm just
Wow.
saying.
Yeah, you
I'm glad you
No, I
clarified
wouldn't,
that.
dude. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, you would. Dude.
Uh,
No.
You're already in trouble, Mark.
Why not bring it down with me?
Get these socks off, man.
What's wrong with you? Dude? Yeah, this guy goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Man. Anyways, dude.
But no, yeah, it is Rising. That's the album I've been listening to.
Okay, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have not been listening to that, but I was.
Still got that Drake in rotation, dude?
Every now and then.
Oh.
I don't appreciate it as much as you, but
I actually haven't. Oh, no, I listened to Take Care today. It's the best album, dude. What do you do? You know, on a rainy, gloomy day, you pop in some Take Care, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I did listen to a song Come Through over the weekend.
It's a good song.
Yeah, it's one of the tops for me.
For you old school hip hop heads out there, do you listen to that Gangstar, dude? One of the best yet? That's what the album's called.
what do you? No, I didn't listen to that. But what do you think about that new Travis Scott, the single?
Oh, Highest in the Room. Did we not talk about that last week?
I don't know. Did we?
I don't think so.
I
I think we mentioned it a couple times.
I like it.
It's good. You like Travis Scott? I know you're on that
Juice
WRLD stuff. How you feel about your boy getting sued? That's not funny.
By
Everyone's getting sued, man.
Yeah,
by Yellow Card, was it?
Is he getting sued by Yellow Card?
Really? Yellow Card's not even a band anymore, so.
Like, get him!
Wasn't it Yellow Card or somebody that was suing him?
I would lose respect for Yellow Card.
Yeah, they're not even together, so I made it hard to believe that they would just sue them.
What were they suing him for?
Yeah.
Who did Lights and Sounds?
That was Yellow Card.
No, it was Yellow Card.
Was it a Hollywood song in that album?
Yeah.
Hollywood died.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Oh, he took a riff or something? Or he sampled the song?
How the song like plays out kind of is similar.
So they're claiming that he sampled their song.
I don't think it sampled it. I think in style almost. I don't know. It's weird. If you listen to it, you can kind of hear similarities to like how he transitions through the song. But
well, that's the only way somebody would sue you, right? If they can prove that you sampled their song.
I don't know. It's
like the Katy Perry like lawsuit. Like I listened to the thing and like I was like, what?
Yeah,
like they were trying to sue like a certain like note.
Yeah.
Like chord. Yeah.
They can get you on like likeness, man.
Yeah. That's fucking ridiculous. That's crazy.
That was almost like what I did back in '92.
Yeah.
See you in court.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I forgot. I was thinking about the Marvin Gaye thing when Marvin Gaye's estate was suing somebody. I forgot who it was. Because they sampled the song or something and didn't get it cleared or something like that. But yeah, I do remember that. You're right. They were like, they did like the same melody or something as a Katy Perry song or some shit. Or Katy Perry did the same melody as somebody else. And damn.
But when I listened to it, it didn't even sound like it. And
yeah, the Hollywood.
Like I watched one video, dude like broke it all down. And he was like, "Oh, here's the chord, and then this is what they're suing him on." And I was like, I was like, "Oh my god, that's like." They were like, "Oh yeah, these are like basic chords that you're like playing or whatever."
Whoa.
Like,
yeah.
How could you?
Because I listened to Hollywood Died and I listened to Lucid Dreams again, and I was like, I guess like the first part of it is kind of similar in how they like, I don't know, kind of go through the intro of the song, but.
So those are the two songs. It's Lucid Dream by Juice WRLD and Hollywood Died by Yellow Card.
I think so.
Yikes.
Just as a heads up, Lions got roasted.
Yeah, I just saw Josh's thing come up. Was it 24-31?
Mm-hmm.
That's not roasted, but still, losing to the Raiders sucks.
You might as well be roasted.
They had to play on that.
Put the apple in that piggy's mouth and give it 4 good turns. You are done,
I was
brother.
watching the first half, like
He said 4.
Stafford threw an interception right and they touchdown.
Dude, he sucks. I'm sorry.
So I got a touchback. They were up 20 on the league.
Yes. Well, not much in music, dude, but that's the only things that stuck out to me. Oh, Lupe's new song. Dude.
I haven't listened to that. One of the newer songs, I don't know. I mean, I listened to it last week.
You like Trippie Redd?
What?
You like Trippie Redd?
Yeah.
It's one of my guilty pleasures, dude. He came out with a new song, too. It's actually really good. Love Me More.
Chance's song.
Oh, I forgot you like Chance.
You don't like Chance?
No, I like him. He's cool. He's cool. I haven't listened to the album yet, though. Sorry. Anyways.
I don't like Chance.
I do like how in that one show they only played that one song by Chance.
Oh yeah.
First intro,
yeah.
every single episode they would play a couple different songs by some people, but for Chance it was always the same.
Yeah, like T.I., had a couple of tracks, out of his greatest hits that they'd play.
Cardi B
had had a bunch of her hits played when she did her intro. Chance was just the same.
Well, before we get out of music, y'all still got that Kanye in rotation?
Nope.
I listened to it once during the car ride. Like
what'd you say?
When I went there.
You still got that Kanye in rotation?
I listened to it again.
I mean, I tried, man.
The only song that's actually worth anything.
It's still on the top hit, so yes, it's in my rotation.
Kanye's still on top hits?
The
Follow God.
Yeah, Follow God.
If it's popular, all you gotta do is ask Steve.
On God. I think that's the only good one.
What?
On God.
Is that the fourth song in the thing?
Is there really one called On God?
Oh no, the fifth song.
Yeah, there's Follow God and On God, and there's also God Is. a lot of gods.
I don't know which one is. which, but one of those God ones is good.
I like
Pretty sure it's Follow God.
the On God one is like the one with like the synthesizer beat.
Okay, yeah. All right, man. Steve, hit me with some shows, man. Hey, I watched a little bit more of that Daybreak. You were absolutely right. I judged it too soon. What the hell is going on, man?
Yeah.
Why? What is going on in that show, dude? She opened her mouth. I was like, oh, that's one of these shows.
Where he reaches
cracked,
down.
Yeah, he reached out. I was like, Alicia was like, what the hell is going on? I was like, I don't know.
She's like, I can get you out of this because he got locked up in this mall into a certain section. And she's like, I can get you out. I got the keys or whatever. And then it's like, I got it on a clapper. So she claps, and it's like the clapper thing goes off, but it's like inside of her because she ate the keys. And she's like, I forgot what did they call the zombie adults?
I don't remember because it didn't make any sense, so I didn't think that was important.
But okay, so that's who it is. Or it's a zombie adult who has hasn't gone completely.
No, she still has like her conscience or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, she ate the keys. So she like opens up her mouth. She goes like this.
Her jaw like detached.
And
her
like
mouth is
her
like
mouth is like
it's like this long now because it cracked open and her mouth like opened up this wide so he can reach down like.
And then he has to like reach down her throat because she can't reach it to like grab the keys.
Yeah.
What did you rate the show again?
It's like a 7, I think.
Oh wow!
Don't get me wrong.
It's like a C. It's like a C.
Yeah. Some of it is good, but yikes. It took some turns. And when I say it took some turns, have you ever driven through like Cali, like in the mountains where the road does like the curvy shit along the mountain edge and you can like fall off to your death? It does some of those turns.
Not the falling off to the death.
Where is this show going? Where is this show going? I'm still watching though because I can't help it.
What was the football player's name? Was it?
It
It was something stupid. Was it like Turbo?
Yeah, Turbo. Oh my gosh, his name was Turbo.
Turbo.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. The animation. Turbo. Pixar.
Ooh. So that
What the fuck is that? Is that the one with the cars, bro?
No, it's the one.
The snail.
I was thinking about the dog, but that's Bolt though.
Yeah.
I didn't even get it.
Everyone just let's just focus. See what you got, man.
I didn't even get it.
All right, so new show this week was Jack Ryan season 2.
Oh,
It's pretty good, man.
I like Jack
You
Ryan.
guys seen the first season?
I have.
Alicia told me
Yes.
to watch it. She says
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No.
Did you watch all of it?
Yeah, I watched the whole second season.
How many episodes was it?
It's 8 episodes.
Oh.
hour long,
Sad.
45 minutes.
I'm on
yeah.
episode 5, I think.
I just watched it all yesterday.
All right,
Those are
Steve,
some
relax.
long-ass
dude.
episodes, man.
Jeez.
What?
Those are some long ass.
I got a whole day yesterday. Nothing else to do.
Aren't they like an hour?
Yeah.
You didn't want to get on WoW and get some prep time, get some things in order.
Probably
No.
did both.
You didn't want to do
did
some.
both.
I don't
did
have any
both.
game time on WoW right now.
Actually, he
What?
He did that. He prepped and then he,
Damn.
I was gonna wait until the next season comes out to come back and do it.
Nani?
he woke up and he prepped. Then he prepped.
Now I'm playing Destiny 2 right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's a.
Continue. Sorry. Continue.
I've done it too though. I mean, no, you Google stuff. When you Google stuff, you wake up in the morning and you're feeling like
just
Googling
stop.
stuff.
Which
All right.
you had your robe on too, right? You would walk over to the desk. One of those nasty ass yawns.
I don't Google stuff with my robe on, dude.
Okay, yeah, you do.
No, I won't.
Here you go.
No.
You just go.
I
Yeah.
don't Google stuff with
Put
my
the
robe
robe on. Google glasses.
I don't have glasses. Dude.
You need the glasses.
Pick your other quarter.
You need the glasses to help you.
Yeah, that's what I used to
Yeah, you know what I'm
it's
talking
down
about.
here though. So you in the room sleeping with the door closed. I'd be like,
Ooh, surprise.
He said,
You get in trouble.
no, dude, I don't know. I don't always do that.
Darkness, you got some explaining to do.
Jesus.
wait, what were we talking about?
Jack
Movies.
Ryan.
Go. He said movies.
There was like there was like 3 different answers there.
Googling
talking about Jack
movies.
Ryan. No, Elise told me, she's like, oh, Jack Ryan season 2. I was like, damn, man, I forgot to watch season 1.
Technically, you don't need to watch season 1 to watch season 2, but
I gotta support.
watch it.
I gotta support Jim Kulikowski, dude.
John
Kulikowski.
Yeah.
Krasinski.
Damn, Jeff Kulikowski.
That's your
You, Jeff.
That's your whack friend.
That's your whack friend. Yeah, man.
That's Jim Halpert.
John Krasinski. Yeah, I messed his name
Yeah.
all up, dude. I messed his name all up.
Speaking of Jeff, did Deathwing come out?
I think it comes out this week, right? But he did tell me, he said all the heroes are free. And he's like, have you ever seen all the heroes be free in the game before? I was like, no. What are you talking about? He's like, well, they're all free right now. I was like,
maybe Blizzard's trying to do something big, man.
I'm going to be pissed because how much gold did we spend on getting heroes?
I mean, I don't think they're free forever. Probably really.
Yeah, they better not be free forever.
They're free forever.
All free now because of BlizzCon.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Good observation, Steve. Good observation.
Good rotation now to BlizzCon then?
Yeah, dude, getting video games. There's a lot of video game heat going on right now, dude. Are we going back to Blizzard, dude? Is Blizzard, are they
D4.
Are we back there?
I mean, I was pretty stoked.
We want to start with Diablo or WoW?
Yes, please.
Yo, he's on the edge of his seat, dude. Just relax.
Let's Steve talk, man.
Yeah, just let's dip in the water.
Which one, Marlon?
Right.
Diablo?
I want to talk about Diablo.
Okay.
Oh, let's talk about Diablo.
Let's talk about Diablo. I'm
more
a Diablo
Yeah.
fan.
Hey, I like
I'm
Diablo.
more for Diablo.
Oh, yeah?
I know Marlon was waiting for this.
All right.
Lilith?
This is the return of DU.
So a couple
Druid.
highlights for Diablo. They announced 3 out of the 5 that they're going to launch with.
They come in
They
threes.
announced Barbarian, Sorcerer, and Druid.
A sword. Yeah,
And
and
then-
gonna be sick.
2 other ones that they
Is that the
haven't
same
announced
as
yet.
the wizard?
Yeah, same thing.
Kind of not like the abilities
She
of
looks the
what.
exact same.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the abilities,
let
but
the man
Hey.
explain
Magic.
D2. Sword.
They can turn into lightning.
Yeah, it was one of the best games in the world.
They
Man.
can turn into lightning.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, the wizard turned into like an archon. Same thing, dude. What's the difference between a wizard and a sorcerer, dude?
The sorcerer was better.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Let me tell you about this druid, though, man.
I saw that. That looked pretty sick. Nasty.
Yeah.
Turned into that bear.
Yeah.
Yikes, dude.
The werebear.
they can do like a werebear and a werewolf, and then they have like their normal form.
Controlling the elements.
Now,
Hmm.
now, if it's anything like Diablo 2, the elemental thing is probably the way to go.
Yeah, that shit was busted.
But the werewolf thing is kind of fun.
Did you see how he said it in like
Well,
that devious voice?
From what I
dude?
saw, at least on the Druid, because I was looking at the Druid a little bit, was
Oh yeah, he was.
because there's talent trees now versus I don't know, did they have talent trees in
Yeah.
D2?
Yep. That's
Okay,
what
well
that-
there's talent trees that you can actually respec
that's good.
as much as you want.
This is looking real good, Marlon.
That seems sweet.
So as far as the Druid, there was like it's not finalized, but they had one kind of like column for all like the shape shifting werewolf
This is
type
literally
stuff.
D2 right now, Marlon.
And then
We're
they had
looking
another
good.
column for all like the spellcaster like type
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and like each one could like benefit for like want more. The werewolf one had more like defensive stuff I saw. The spellcaster one had kind of some like healing stuff on it. So
You guys gonna be druid bros?
I named my guy Dio
Well,
because
I don't know what the other two
E was
are,
right
so
next to the R,
we'll
and
see.
I spelled it wrong.
Yeah, he did do that. I asked him about it.
The return of Dio.
It was really sweet, and the molten, what was it? The molten ball?
Boulder.
Boulder. Yeah, molten boulder. Yeah, that thing is busted.
The boulder roll combo where
Yeah.
you just roll molten fireballs at
So
people.
think of like in Heroes where you play rag and
That
you
sucks.
where you throw. Chill.
These fireballs don't though.
Yeah, yeah. He throws down, the meatball, and it just chases them,
Meet
and
the
then
ball.
and it just keeps going. And
Meet
at least in Diablo 2, you throw the boulder, and the enemies got knocked back, like keep getting knocked back over and over again, while leaving a trail of fire, and then it explodes, leaving a big patch of fire. And by the time they get to you, most enemies just die.
It causes burn damage.
But the real broken shit was what was it called? Blizzard? No, it was called
What was it? Hurricane, yeah.
that-
Because what you
that's a returning one.
yeah, what was it?
Yeah,
Because you had like three major
I was-
ones, right? You had like, was it one volcano?
Yeah, that shit sucked. you put the volcano right into their asshole and it just pops up a little popcorn. It doesn't do shit. But the hurricane though.
Yeah, that led like a big maelstrom.
Bro, I was killing people in duels just by standing there. I had a big ass hurricane just cycling around me.
Yeah,
people trying to run away. I'm just following them. Go, baby. Go get you some.
Which they did say they were bringing back too. It's PvP.
Yeah, they're doing a semi-open world like thing. So it's kind of like semi MMO where you're gonna see people that aren't in your party. Like the party size is still four people, but like the world is like open, and like as you're going through like the normal world, you'll like come across other people.
Like Guild Wars.
And they also have like world bosses that like you'd want like a ton of people to come and fight.
Is this an MMO? Is this WoW?
No, because
it was like
they actually
like
the way they explained
Diablo
it was
4 is an MMO.
like if you go into dungeons and stuff like that, that's all gonna be like just your party type stuff. And the main
If you go into
map,
dungeons and MMO, it's just your party.
Mm-hmm.
the main map, you're gonna come across people, but they don't want you to come across like massive amounts of people because they don't want you to like have to like wait for respawn type stuff. You're gonna like come across some people, and then like in certain areas where like the world boss is, they're gonna like it'll be like more people there.
There'll probably be like specific areas where you can just meet people, but then
it's
gonna be like a hub world.
It's not a massively multiplayer.
Like they're trying to like
semi.
It'd be like semi like
an SMO.
A little bit of like a phasing type thing, where like there's a limit on how many people you would see.
Yeah.
So like you're not gonna like come across. You're not gonna go through the map and be like, I don't see any enemies because it's just all people killing everything. But you're gonna come across some people. At least that's the way they explained it.
I'm just curious on how that's gonna like play out. Like as far as like when you think of a hub world, you think of like servers that are separated by regions. So,
yeah, well, I thought that was like I think the main thing is like there's gonna be towns and hubs where you could like
that's what I'm thinking.
Trade and like inspect people and because I think in Diablo you could set up shop, right? Like
trading was coming back too. They don't know exactly how they want it exactly worked out. They were saying they're not going to do the auction house or anything like that. They want to do it. They wanted to do like a hybrid thing where like certain items are always tradable. Some items can be traded like a limited amount of times or something like that. Like so, like if you had an item, you could like pass it all your alts or whatever, and you could trade as much as times between yourself. But as soon as you trade it to like someone else, then it becomes bound to that person. They can't trade it anymore.
There's about to be a Diablo.
And then there's some items that you can't trade at all. Like
it's gonna be a Diablo 4 items website, like that Borderlands website.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
people
probably.
Is it Borderlands website?
Yeah.
I said it last week.
Yeah, you did. It's where you can buy.
I talked to you about it before we even did the podcast.
Really?
Anyways,
you'll have to excuse me. My dog was probably chewing on my hand. So,
a couple other things that they're adding is you're gonna actually level up your skills throughout the thing. So you'll get like skill points. And you can like put them into whatever skill you want. You can like make that skill stronger.
Exactly like how Diablo 2 was.
So there's no more runes?
I don't. They were pretty early in like.
I mean,
like,
the way how it
production.
seems is like.
Okay.
Diablo 3, when I played it, I mean, Diablo 3 is fun. We spent many hours on it. We played it quite a bit.
It's a good game.
Remember when me and you were farming for those swords?
No, you were farming.
It's also
I mean, you farmed for
Diablo 3 changed a lot throughout its whole
Remember
run
when we were farming for those butterfly wings?
I wasn't there when you did that, but
Butterfly wings.
The wings,
like
when you had to go to the unicorn
isn't that
place.
Like the hardest item to find in the game or whatever?
I don't know.
I am lost.
So you had to like go to the unicorn like zone, and in that zone there's a rare spawn that could spawn, and then it has a chance to drop the wings.
Yeah.
I think they were called cosmic wings.
Yeah.
I still rock them today, man.
I don't remember. What were we doing? Were we both just playing?
I was looking for it. I was trying to do Goblin Rift, so I had like.
I did just join your game, and I was like, "Hey, there's a guy over here."
You found one of those guys, and then we went in there, and then it was in there, and then we killed the Mr. Sparkle pony thing or whatever, and then they dropped the wings. I was like, holy shit! And I messaged Greg. I was like, hey, got those wings, man. He said, you should have sold that. I'm like, yeah, sell for that much, but
How much they sell for?
it's not even. I mean, some people will like. They would like buy an invite to your game if you found like one of those Whimsyshire portals.
Yeah, weren't they selling for like $20 an invite though?
I don't think it was that much. I think it was like $5-10. Because at this point, it's like a chance of a chance of a chance.
Yeah.
One thing I was wondering about though, on going back to the leveling up the skills, is the way you level them up. Because I'm like, they said you get points as you level up, which is the level cap is 40, and then you can also like get points through like world stuff or something like that. And I'm just like, that's kind of okay, but also it's like, oh well, what if I put all these points into these skills, and then like, oh, I want to try out this other build. It's very limiting, and like, how long would it take me to like get those skills ranked up? Otherwise, I'd be stuck with the other build.
Well,
just
like
because.
Do they have like what are the levels called where you would go beyond?
Paragon levels.
Paragons, yeah.
They didn't say anything about Paragon.
Because I feel like if you have 1 to 40, you get 40 skill points, which is a pretty decent amount of skill points, right? And then every skill point after that was only from finding items like out in the world randomly. Like, wouldn't it be easier, like just based on how Diablo 3 worked with how fast you could level, wouldn't it be easier just to start a new character every time you wanted to switch builds?
I think it's supposed to be slower to build. They didn't say exactly how long it's going to take to level, but
in the old Diablo, how it worked was like, yeah, we had a set amount of skill points once you reach max level. And then depending on your build, you'd find items, like, because most of the items gave skill points to a specific skill to increase the ability.
Yeah, they said that.
But did they have skill caps, or was it infinite?
There was no. Yeah, if you were able to find, cause like you have to also remember back then, a lot of the items were completely randomized. It wasn't just like straight one thing. Like, you can find an item that was like for me, I was a necromancer where Marlon was his druid. And I was doing this poison build, and I was like looking for this one poison dagger that had like crazy amount of like poison damage, and then like I needed it to have like the poison stab or whatever. I can't remember the exact ability. I needed to have like 6 points into it to make it do to pretty much like 6 damage to it, and then also I needed the weapon to have a chance to fear when I stabbed them. So my idea was I had a blood golem that kept healing me, and I threw Iron Maiden on every enemy wherever they do damage to me or my golem. They do damage back to themselves, but then the golem heal, and then every time I stabbed them with my poison dagger, they fear, they run away, and by the time they come back, they just die through the poison. And like that was just pretty much my setup, and it like I would just run around.
I don't think they like said that there was a cap on how many skill points you can get.
Yeah.
But you just couldn't respect them. Like talents you could respect. At you're leveling up your skills, you couldn't respect those. So I was like, is there like a cap? Is there like, can I endlessly get points towards unlocking all my things up? I don't know if like there's like this skill can get 10 points. Okay, that's fine. But then it's like, okay, I keep getting more points so I can unlock all the other ones, so I can can I switch up my builds and stuff like that? Otherwise, I would get pigeonholed into one. Yeah. That was one concern I had.
And then that was another thing that people liked was like also like the set pieces. Again, they like the bonus for the set pieces were getting more skill points into very specific skills. Rather, like obviously in Diablo 3, you're increasing your skill because I'm
not sure if they had that for this one. I think they were talking about you could get like legendaries or stat bonuses that could give you points into certain talents. I think so. Like you could like only have to go like 2 points into the one talent because you had 3 points or whatever.
Could it go over like Borderlands?
I don't think so. I don't know.
10 out of 5.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. It seems like they're trying to cater towards the Diablo 2 players, like what people want like Diablo 2 to be. Or like what people wanted Diablo 3 to be when they played Diablo 2.
They are bringing some Diablo 3 like stuff into it because they're doing they got dungeon keys into it, which is kind of like the Greater Rift type thing, except you get a key for a certain dungeon, and then you get different. That key will give you different FXs to whatever dungeon you're going into.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I felt like they had to to announce something like that.
You right, Marlon?
You farted and it smells really bad.
You're giving me shit about my stomach and you're shitting your pants over there.
Dude, Tony sounded so sad, dude. He tried to fight through it though, dude. He was engaging with Steve and everything, dude. He's over here wafting it, dude. Tony's like, he said, "You all right, Marlon?" Tony said, "He farted and it smells really bad." The whole time Tony was engaging with Steve, Marlon's over here like this.
Yeah, he's just like
wafting it around, dude. He said, "You all right, Marlon?" He said, Tony's like, "He farted and it smells really bad."
Is there anything you guys wanted to see them bring to Diablo?
I mean, the first two
I can
things
smell
was
it now.
yeah. Like
Stop with the top.
It smells like eggs.
Yeah, real bad.
You're disgusting, dude. You're disgusting.
What?
Did you have some eggs?
Tony's in
Well,
there
I made eggs
suffering,
for
dude.
breakfast.
He said it in the most calm voice ever. He said he farted. It smells real bad.
I mean, if you make scrambled eggs for breakfast a couple of days, what do you expect?
You make them like Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
How'd they turn out?
Delicious.
Anyways.
Back to my question. Anything you guys want them to bring to Diablo?
Hell yeah.
Any
dude.
features that you want to make sure that
I
they
want
have?
my specific weapon. I want the Demox Hughes Batterich. So
I wanted the real money auction house.
No.
No.
that was
No.
terrible.
Yeah.
Josh only wants that because he wants to not have to play as long as everyone else.
You don't play games as it is.
I sold a crap ton of items when that real money auction house was up.
I only sold enough to get like.
Well, if that's the case, yes, I would like to be able to sell things for real money.
I
Except
sold,
you
I
can
sold
never-
a few things.
Play Diablo 4
I
to
made
pay
like-
for my wallet.
I made like maybe
Yeah.
I didn't sell much, but I think I made like $40, $50.
$40.
I only made like
20.
15 or 20 or something like that.
Nah,
I definitely made more than that.
if
I
they're
had,
gonna
like,
make stuff like that specific with talents and crap, I mean, an auction house, even if it wasn't real money, if like they had gold, but they actually like reset the gold every season, you know, so people wouldn't just have like
Like a bunch of
millions
gold.
and billions
Yeah.
of gold.
Yeah, they are doing seasons too.
That's a terrible
Right.
idea.
How?
Don't touch my gold. That's simple.
Okay.
See? Next. Dude, what do you mean reset the gold? Dude?
I don't know.
No,
what,
I'm saying
what I
like
want
if you
from
had
it.
an
season
auction
characters?
house and you wanted to make a build as like the best it can possibly be, like you're never gonna always find that item. So like by having an auction house every season,
Depends on
that,
what they're
that
how they do.
resets. Yeah, I mean it obviously
Because if
depends
you're
on
like
how the items
if
work and
it's
everything, but
like Diablo 3 in some regards, you're gonna get your items that you need eventually.
right. But it didn't sound like
Get that right,
it sounds
son.
like it's gonna have more
I hope that there's
Specifics.
no
that are random.
what was it called?
Well, they're bringing back. I think I don't know if it was in Diablo 2, but they're bringing back a gambler thing where you can use gold to gamble for items.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of like Kadala, except you're using gold.
That was a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
I hope they don't bring back the like what are they called when you're farming? Like once you get your legendaries, you go to get like the perfect ones and stuff like that. The primals.
Primal.
I hope they don't do primals.
I'll bring it. I got they are doing so.
They're back.
You got legendary / set pieces, which are kind of like that's their
standard.
thing, and then you got ancients, and then you got mythics, and mythics are you can only wear like I think they said you can only wear one of them, but they have like 3 or 4 legendary like effects on them.
Holy crap.
That's kind of sweet, actually.
That's sick nasty.
I just don't want. I don't
So
want to like.
that's gonna be super rare, and to get one that actually has all the like perks that you want on it,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
gonna
see,
be
to
more
me,
rare.
to me, that's fine. I just don't want to like. It's just I felt like the primal ancients was just like, it was just stupid and like.
Primal
almost-
ancients I had no problem with. I think that just the fact they were ancients, I think was an issue. Period. Because primal ancient just meant you got a perfect ancient. That's all.
Yeah.
it was.
Okay. Yeah. So like the ancient part when they had that where it's just like a better
It was,
version of your
30,
legendary.
30% boost. on
So, like
stats.
that. Yeah. That's kind of stupid. I guess you're right. The primal ancient where it's just like a perfect
It's just
full
like,
stat
yeah, you
of
just-
whatever the item
was
is.
like-
Yeah, I guess
just
I'm
max
with
that.
that. I'm
It was
with
max,
Steve.
Yeah.
max roll.
I guess I'm with Steve. Like the primal. Okay, so I'm not. My issue here isn't with the primals. The
Yeah.
issue is with the agents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you give me something to furthermore to grind for.
Yeah.
But it's just a 30% boost in stats.
And then it still might not be the
Yeah,
right.
so
I didn't even play this game every season as it is. You didn't want to come back and play this, try to grind like that.
Yeah, because like the ancients was like it was like a 10% chance of getting an ancient. So like you're getting all these like legendary beams, and you're like, oh, you're just like, is it ancient? Is it ancient? No. Oh, it's whack.
Yeah.
Like that's how it felt. It's like it's not like a legendary dropped. It's good.
I was gonna ask, do you feel like it was like
Yes.
it's similar to that?
Yes.
Where like an anointed is not necessarily bad. I mean,
No.
it's like the same stats as like a normal one, but you could get like
An extra bonus,
effect
yeah.
where action steal in, increase weapon damage by 100%.
Well, that's how this mythic thing sounds kind of sick nasty, dude.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's a good idea.
As far as the ancient, I don't know what the ancient means. They just had it on the thing saying that that's in between legendaries and the mythic. So
It's probably same type of deal, just to boosted stats.
and they were saying that they wanted to make sure like legendaries were at the same par as like set pieces. They wanted to dial back on the sets because like in D3 pretty much you were always using a set
Yeah, you never use
for a
offset
build.
set.
Like every build pretty much had a set.
I was gonna say that like I want them to bring back where legendaries actually like meant something. Like getting a legendary was actually like kind of crazy sometimes.
Well, I didn't mind the balance between the sets and legendaries. I understand that you had to have a set, but I mean, your weapon could have been a legendary weapon.
Well, I mean, most of the weapons, were standalone.
Yeah.
But like just just a specific set, like you never wore
6-piece set.
Yeah, you
They're
always
trying
try
to,
to aim for at least the 4 or a 6.
Yeah.
Like so,
Well,
it always pigeonholed you like
towards
to that.
the end of I'd say 90% of the builds were 6 set bonuses. Like that's you'd use the whole 6 set.
It just makes legendaries of set pieces like kind of pointless if you roll.
Those other ones though, like the 2-piece, like the Legacy and Nightmare.
Yeah.
Those ones are wild.
Yeah, I mean that's the point though, right? I think as long as you have set pieces in the game, the sets are always going to be better than the legendaries themselves, right?
Well, they were saying they were trying to like
Well,
they
that's
want to
what
have
they're
sets
trying
in the
to do.
game, but they wanted to dial back, so
Yeah.
it's not like you have to use
the
that.
set.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I know, but what I'm saying is, on top of the set bonuses that you get from having like a 4 or 6-piece set, you have the effects of the items themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they dial it back, wouldn't it be more beneficial to have the set bonuses?
Well,
plus the
I
items?
don't think. I think
Well, maybe-
it's not dialing
maybe-
back. They're just
maybe-
making legendaries way better.
Maybe the legendaries themselves could roll like a bonus at a set normally.
pretty much what
would have.
their goal is to like make more builds viable.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you're
you
not
don't have to
pigeonholed
focus.
into like 3 or 4 builds. 'Cause that's right now in like D3. I feel like most of them are like you get 3
you
or
are
4
like
builds.
you are like most classes are pigeonholed to like 3 builds, 2 builds, and then even then one is just always way better than the other.
Well,
That's-
they'll have to make the legendaries pretty good then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have to make like the legendaries like fucking broken then, because that's what you get what I'm saying, right? Like the set, you get the set bonuses on top of like.
Mm-hmm.
You might get like a really good roll on one of the pieces, and then you just finish out the set, so you get the set bonuses too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they'd have to make the legendaries really good.
Yeah, that's
Well,
that's I
but
think.
they
that's
don't-
what
Or
they
do what
wanna-
you said, or do what
yeah.
you said, and give like an effect. Like a legendary would have an effect of what a set was. Like you have to, or else
Right.
the sets are always better.
Right.
Well, not necessarily. Depending on how much power they give on the sets, is how good the set is.
Yeah, so like they can do it 2 ways. They can scale back and how good set bonuses are to make it even out, where you can still just use regular legendaries, or they make the legendaries really good on the standalone.
I
build
think
where, you know,
making legendaries really good is kind of sweet though. Because
No, I agree with it.
if you find like a random legendary and be like, "Oh, this looks sick," and then you look at the stats and you're like, "Oh, damn, that bonus is crazy."
What about like
It just
and I
it
think,
just makes you
I
look
think
at every
it's-
single legendary.
Yeah,
and be
I
like,
think it's
"Holy
more
crap, this is gonna be
viable on
sweet."
this
In the
one.
beginning of the game.
I think it's more viable on this one too, is because of the way how like Diablo 2 had it set up. Because like, say maybe the set bonus like increase or even change like how one of the talent trees kind of worked, like just kind of how like in Diablo 3 is now. Like some of those bonuses and effects change like an ability almost, where they add other effects to it.
Well, that's what I
or-
was saying. So like if a 6 set gave like a crazy bonus to one
But,
of your
like-
moves, but then you rolled a legendary
Yeah.
that also gave like a crazy bonus to that same
But
move.
maybe
you might-
like on like the
Give up one of your
standalone
pieces.
legendaries, they'll just give you like an absurd amount of points into like an ability that you might like. That makes that ability just so powerful. You don't even need to change it or anything like that.
So then essentially you'd be stacking legendaries that would make it a single ability super strong.
that'd be funny.
I mean, that's pretty much
So-
that was kind of
Yeah,
almost
so
like
what
Diablo
about-
too. Like, I mean, you just usually a lot of people just had like a set of like ability that they used that was just like broken. Like, I didn't use the most busted necromancer. That the bone spear one was the best one, where you just sit there and just spam bone spirits and they just like fly around and just destroy everything. Like, that was the best one, and everyone all they wanted was items that gave more, bone spear damage. Or the other ability that you used was like the bone cage, where pretty much you just walled people into a cage, or make a giant wall that took forever for them to break, and you're just sitting there just throwing your spirit right through it, and they just get crushed. It was just, I mean, it's just making like a certain move way stronger. I decided to do something different, and that's why I liked, what I was able to do was just my poison build. I just ran there with my fucking golem. He just eating all the damage, and then throw Iron Maiden. His like the golem's ability was like every time he does damage, he heals himself and you. And then Iron Maiden, the ability made it where enemies, whenever they did damage to you, it reflects back on them. So if they hit my golem, technically it made it like my golem do damage to them. So I was just constantly at full health. And if anyone come up to me, I just stab them, and then they fear, they run away, come back, and they die because of my poison.
I mean, a lot of things can change because
Yeah.
they said it's not coming soon, not even Blizzard soon. So
It's probably
I'm
gonna be
thinking
like 3
2+ years.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3 years.
What if
What are
they?
you talking about this for then?
What if they did
Yeah.
something?
Well, they just announced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They had gameplay too.
I
Yeah.
mean,
saw the
think
gameplay.
about this. If you look at everything that was announced at BlizzCon and they didn't have Diablo 4 announcement, what do you think people
Oh yeah,
would
after
say?
what happened last year.
Yeah. They had to announce it. They had to announce everything.
Dude, Blizzard's whack.
But okay, so
Blizzard's whack.
what if they did
They're doing what they
something
did.
where if they kept like the set bonuses good, but they just made it so like set bonus or like sets couldn't be like ancient or primal.
I'm using the set still every time, dude.
Again, it all depends on like how
It's just
busted the.
Yeah, it depends on like if they did anything like what he was talking about or what Tony was talking about, then I'm down for just like having like a all legendary build. But if they leave the sets alone and just like boost legendaries, like the legendaries would have to do something different.
And then like another.
I think they were saying that they wanted to add like way more legendaries than like how Dia 3
I'm down for
had.
that too, dude. I'm all for
But-
substance, dude.
And then like
variety. Give me some
another
variety,
big
dude.
thing that Diablo 2 had
You won't know for a
was
couple
your
Yeah, something else.
I was gonna say your resistance and how much like an
I'll be
element
right back
damage
then.
you did. too.
Whoa!
You didn't
No.
knock.
Hey,
You didn't
That
knock.
black velvet. That black velvet. Oh. Wait, out the front or back, man?
Oh, Jesus.
He's a Jesus, dude.
But yeah, in D2 they had a lot of elemental damage stuff too, so that was like really big. Like finding stuff that did extra poison damage was like key. So for
So
Marlon, it was what was it? Was it ice?
I had so many different characters, dude.
Yeah.
You might as well not even ask him, dude.
I had like, I
mean-
think I had everything.
I know you had a funny paladin that I thought was really awesome.
A paladin, dude? Like
Yeah.
a crusader?
Yeah, essentially, but it was a paladin. Yeah.
With the zeal build, when you
Yeah.
just like hit someone, you hit them so quick, they just like it looks like a one shot, but you hit them like 8 times.
So like the paladin, I mean like they're essentially the
He was
crusader.
black too, Mark.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he perked up.
what was his name?
It was probably something inappropriate, but I don't remember. No, yeah, but that wasn't a thing then.
Yeah, but the paladin really focused its ability on its aura rather than its skills. So you were able to have like a bunch of aura that like was really busted.
So the paladin was only good in groups?
No, I mean the aura worked on himself. But
Now, if they bring the Amazon back, I'd probably fuck with that because that was probably the funniest thing
Funniest thing
about-
that I did.
Is he
You
not
talking
a
about the
warrior
spear?
princess?
No, I'm talking about guided arrow. That shit was
Okay.
funny. So I had this this bow, and it had like extra points into guided arrow. So I could be like facing this way. I shoot the guided arrow. It goes forward and it just comes back through me and just follows you around. And then it goes through you like multiple times. And like people are like teleporting away. Like I was playing David and we were dueling outside of like the main area. I was just shooting guided arrows at him. I'm just like, there's like, he's like teleporting around trying to get away from him. Lopped his damn head off.
There's one thing I wanted to
give me that
quickly
ear,
add to something that they had mentioned real quick. They wanted to add some kind of PvP thing to it that was kind of like a battleground type thing, where it's like it's PvE/PvP type thing, where like PvE is included into it. So like, oh, you got to kill stuff to like maybe affect them somehow or something like that. They didn't really have any detail on it. They just kind of mentioned that they were looking on trying to like do something like that.
It's smart though. Like announcing something that the crowd wants, they've been asking for it, so just say we're gonna do it.
Like I said,
then we can shut up.
That's what they should do.
I mean, like I said,
and just WoW
they had to at a BlizzCon because last year. I mean, again, you have to think the people like what happens if it was us? We paid, what are the tickets normally, like 100, like 20, 100, like 30 for like a 3-day pass or something like that, whatever. We paid that much on top of paying for hotels, paying for the flight, and then when they fucking announced Diablo Immortals.
What, you guys don't have mobile phones?
Yeah, like,
bitch, what?
Yeah, that shit would piss me off. Like, I traveled like so far.
I got a mobile phone right here.
No, I would do my shit. I'd tell you what I would have did. So one of the monitors or one of the TVs that went missing. Man. Get my money's worth.
Because like I said, like you
I'm about to lift this.
You pay all that to hear that as an announcement. I mean, that's
did they even say anything on Immortals?
I wasn't interested, but I think they showed like a gameplay trailer or something like that.
But like even looking at Immortals, like Immortals was announced last year. We come another full year and there's nothing been.
Well, to be honest though, it's like nobody even cares or wants it. Like
I think
that shit was whack, dude. One of the worst gaming announcements I've ever seen.
Like that's definitely something that you shouldn't announce at a BlizzCon, or at least make it, or at least not make it like just make it like a side like panel or something like that.
It would have been fine if they announced it this year
with Diablo 4.
With Diablo 4. If they announced Diablo 4 first. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, we're also doing."
Yeah.
It would have been.
That would have been. A mobile Diablo game is not a main announcement.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like
they like smack everybody in the face. Everybody who bought a ticket, they like took their glove off. And challenged them all.
Make sure you bite it off.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm not saying that Diablo Immortals is gonna be bad. I mean, that might be even a decent game, but the fact that you announce it as your main thing to a consumer. That literally your whole company is based on was PC gaming. Like everyone is there.
Let's be real. Like a phone game?
Yeah. Like
no.
Yeah, the consumer is there are literally all major heavy PC ARM guy that just are and love what PC gaming.
How many people was looking for a Diablo phone game? Like you gotta get out of here, dude.
I mean I want to play it.
Yeah, I want to play it.
I heard. But were you looking like were you sitting there like? Wow, man, you know what? It'd be crazy if they put Diablo on the phone.
No, I mean,
exactly.
I'm the kind of person that's like, I want a main game
I can
play at home on my PC, but then have something extra on mobile that I can play.
You gotta adhere to the people.
Yeah,
I think they were trying to target the younger generation.
Oh, well, then they just, like I said, they smacked everybody in the face.
Fortnite was on the phone, Call of Duty's on the phone now, and, like, my cousin's kid, she was playing on the phone when I went and visited one time. I was like,
I wouldn't say that's a main announcement though.
But I mean, the thing is like all of that is fine. But guess what? All of that had a main title to back it up with. Like, Call of Duty has a physical Call of Duty game where we can play. Fortnite has a main game that we can play.
Messed up.
Yeah, and those games suck dick.
But like you think of Diablo, it's just like you didn't announce shit. You gave it up. Oh, Josh ain't ready either.
Josh can take that.
He can just take it to the head. But yeah, I mean that's my rant
Marlon
for that.
Did, but Josh didn't. No, he said I can't do it.
Marlon's like, that was tasty.
Oh, he didn't think Marlon was gonna do it, dude.
Marlon liked that one.
What we got next? Dude?
It's delicious.
Marlon, introduce the next one.
Drekker.
Drekker. He said.
I looked at it. It looked like Drekker.
He said, I think I'll select Drekker. We gotta get some heroes.
We got the old Drekker cane here.
I was about that Drekker cane.
It's got the old
That's
guy.
like
on
that
it.
was actually something else that was kind of disappointing. Is like
You got a Drekker cane too?
This is a
No.
sour, dude?
no
He picked this
Heroes. I feel like it was a good time to like kind of revive that,
up. Yeah. Heroes is coming back with style, dude.
but
Dude.
they didn't do like a ton.
They
They showed like more Deathwing footage, I think, and then
But they've been asking for Deathwing for like years.
Yeah.
I know people have been asking for Deathwing, but I felt like you should have done something like big with it. I don't know.
Deathwing is big.
Deathwing is big.
He is big.
I like that they
I
kind
mean,
of.
the reviews on Deathwing, people said that it plays like Deathwing should and everything. Like,
Yeah.
people were happy with it, but
It sounds exactly like my kind of style. Like if I get in like a mode where like I don't want to fuck with anyone else on my team, I just want to do my own thing.
It's a bigger can, Mark.
what do you think of the Hearthstone Battlegrounds?
I don't even know what Hearthstone is anymore. I haven't played that. And
Did you see what the Battlegrounds was?
I don't
Were you
even
able to
know.
pour the whole thing, Mark? Or were you able to pour the whole thing or no?
I'm taking some of yours.
So
Yeah, that's
so
what I figured.
Hearthstone Battlegrounds.
Show me yours.
I think you might actually like this one, Marlon.
I don't really like sour.
It's a little sour, dude. But it's a little sweet.
You didn't
Everybody
look at
loves it.
anything with Hearthstone Battlegrounds wise?
I feel like it's not as sour as like normal sour ones. It has more sweetness to it.
Are video game card games over?
I hope not. I mean,
don't think so.
I've always liked card games,
Well-
regardless if it was.
You didn't play Hearthstone, dude?
I played in the very beginning because I was like one of the first people that got the beta. Like I got it so early that Brian like paid me to play on my account, and I took well advantage.
On
of
my
that.
account, I had the first gold. You got like one gold card that you couldn't make golden in the game in the classic set or whatever because you played in the beta, like
Yeah.
the early alpha or whatever.
Oh, that's cool. But I'm talking about today. Are video game card games over?
No,
No?
have you ever heard of Runeterra, dude?
No. Actually, I haven't.
It's the League one.
That's the League of Legends
That
one.
everyone's
Oh.
playing. Yeah,
That game
It has a
is-
name now?
it-
it had a name.
people
You
have
said
been
it.
playing it. The next time you can
I
play
don't
this
think
on the
you heard.
15th.
Hey, this is pretty straight. I like this. The beer, by the way.
Yeah.
Not
Not
too
as
bad.
sour as you
Yeah,
like.
it's definitely not a. You can taste the sour for
You
sure.
taste the sour,
but it's
but-
not like overly potent.
You like that one?
Like some weird aftertaste, though.
I like this one. I had one.
Well, this
before
is
when I
straight.
got 'em, but
What is this again?
Rainbow sherbet.
Everybody loves everybody, dude.
Everybody loves everybody.
Rainbow
Sounds
sherbet.
like a
sour.
Logic song.
Okay.
It does.
Okay. This is,
I'd probably give this one just like the other one an 8.
Yeah, I give this one.
I'd drink
an
it again.
Yeah,
for
I'd
sure.
Drink this for sure.
You get about a 7. Maybe a 6.
all right, Drekker Brewing.
It's Drekker, dude.
Drekker
All
King.
right, Marlon, the guy who doesn't like sours. What do you give it?
We get another little sampler in here. It's a 7.
So what?
I give
Three?
it 7.
The other
Okay.
one was better, but
I
this
gave it an 8. Yeah, I like the other
First
one better still.
the first sip was really good. The second one was kind of like it got a little bit more sour on it, but it's still not super sour like some of the other shit Josh had.
Where is this from?
Drekker Brewing.
This is one of the things that Josh
Straight
got
out of
from
Tristram.
what was that website called again?
The Tavor?
Terror.
Yes, Mark.
What?
You
Lactose.
yes, you are reading
It's
the
from Fargo.
can.
This one you got from
North
across the
Dakota.
USA?
This
Oh, North Dakota. They released it on there.
That's the Drekker place is actually supposed to be like one of the breweries in like the US that has like some crazy like high rated beers. I think we've had like 4 or 5 beers from Drekker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
I don't think we've had them yet.
We might not have had them yet,
Oh.
I think they're still upstairs.
but
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just sour, man. It's alright.
What are we moving on to next? We're gonna talk anything about Overwatch, or are we going right to WoW?
The
Overwatch
Overwatch-
sucks dick.
the
So.
Overwatch expansion.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
we can
cover-
go through Overwatch. It's gonna be
Let's cover
short.
Overwatch real quick so Steve can get into his wild bag.
Yeah.
He's ripped the shirt off.
He's
got his-
smile. He's like, yeah, I want to talk about Overwatch.
Well, I just figured
Yeah, I wanna talk
Overwatch
about
will probably be short because I know we've all
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know, dude, we're gonna get to that WoW. I know you want to. He said we talking about Overwatch or we talking about WoW.
Yeah.
Overwatch coming out, yeah.
Overwatch coming out.
Overwatch's expansion looks good. How much is it gonna be?
$60.
Okay.
For the expansion?
That's a lot.
I'm sure you could probably pre-buy it or pre-order it now already.
I'm pretty sure they're taking everything that's in Overwatch currently.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping it exactly
They're
the same.
moving it into Overwatch 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They're adding a PvE mode.
That's it. All right, good job.
Story missions.
Yeah,
Good
story
job.
missions. All right.
I
Overwatch 2.
will not be buying
The
this.
expansion.
Does it help?
Here I am taking a stand again. If they're gonna try to Destiny 2 me again,
Does it help that you get to keep all your skins?
Do you have any skins in Overwatch?
yeah, actually,
Yeah, I mean, just from the random loot boxes you get for every level. Yeah.
I will say Destiny 2 got better in this expansion, but
But like I said, so technically you're not losing your progress. You'll get to keep all your skins apparently with all like whatever your emojis, your spray.
If they do not make Overwatch completely irrelevant, I'll think about it. But you're not gonna fucking give me the same game and charge another $60.
Yeah,
bucks
that's the
same
thing.
is
game.
that what Call of Duty does?
I don't buy that shit.
Yeah, and I stopped buying that in what was that, Modern Warfare 3?
Like
Dunzo. Bought it 2 weeks later, took it back.
I only bought one of them. Actually, I think did it come with the PlayStation?
I think Black Ops.
I think I bought one of them because you guys were all buying them.
Black Ops.
I
is
played.
the best one.
I played. I still have it too. It's Ghost.
That one
oh,
sucks.
dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I played that for like
That
3 to
one
5 minutes,
I will say if I were to play any Call of Duty,
maybe more.
and
Black
I haven't,
Ops.
You gave
I
it
have
the
yep,
Josh
Black
well, it's the
Ops.
Black Ops series.
Black Ops.
Yeah,
Black
Black Ops
Ops
is
have
like
Black
the only
Ops.
series I would ever play,
Black Ops.
and I didn't play 3. Wait,
Black
no,
Ops was good.
Yeah,
I lied.
Black-
I did play 3
Black Ops.
because Darren had it, and that was fun. But I didn't buy it.
Oh, it's getting
And then-
sour now.
Oh,
It's getting
And
sour.
I didn't play Black Ops 4. But
You
Black
don't like
Ops was fun.
It's getting sour, man. It just got like really sour on me for some
tasting it,
reason.
that sweetness goes away. It's just sour shit left.
It's starting to get sour.
You keep saying that, dude.
Probably just because I like sour stuff.
He does.
Like
Did
that.
did it get like a
Sour
little
Patch
more
Kids.
sour though? Like,
No, it stayed the same.
well, okay.
It's the same for me too.
Did it get
'Cause I'll-
like
I'll
a
be
little
that
more
person that
sour
will-
to you?
Yeah.
I will drink like pure lemon juice just because it tastes good.
What?
Bro, so
That made my
back,
stomach hurt.
back when
Yeah, I tried that before because we got free lemons at work, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to give me some lemon water. I fucking rolled that shit, get all those membranes all soft, cut the top off.
Did you do it professional and squeeze it over your hand so you catch all the seeds and stuff?
No, I just told you what I did.
No, you weren't listening.
I roll it on the table on the counter,
Okay.
cut the top off,
Okay.
squeeze it,
Okay.
put my ice water in there, drink it up. I'm like, oh my god, this hurts my stomach. Pour it out.
Decided. Did all that work to pour that shit out?
yeah, I remember when we were like
Hey, man, the free lemons.
You drink lemon water with your burger with haystacks on it?
What do you want?
What a burger with haystacks, dude? I want to taste the burger with haystacks. How is that not funny to y'all, dude? You bitching Marlon at home making burgers and putting haystacks on it.
I mean, ever since he got a grill, man, I can see him do some fancy shit like that.
I just want to.
Is that not funny to anybody else? That shit, I'm in tears.
Why is that? Why are haystacks like funny?
You're over there making Applebee's burgers at home, dude.
Why not?
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
Mark doesn't cook.
I do, actually.
What was the last thing you ate?
Dude, you need to stop.
Yeah, for real.
Or go outside. He is sick. He is fed up.
Oh God, man, that smells.
You farted again?
Yeah, dude.
That time it was Tony.
No, it was not.
Why are you laughing? man?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm rocking back and forth.
No, you
Holy
are
shit,
not.
Dude, disgusting, dude.
Yeah, it's worse.
All right, anyways, Overwatch sucks, dude. Steve, let's get into some wild shit, dude.
Oh man.
Hey, dude, he's ready. He is
Oh,
ready,
man.
dude. He is ready.
He's got his.
He is ready.
Steve, are you ready?
No. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's heading over there now, huh?
Waft that shit over there.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. Tony
Yo,
did some
son,
raw shit.
He said Tony. Dude, what's wrong with you, dude? You're disgusting, man. You're nasty. You're a nasty man. Jesus Christ.
Shit. So
Literally, that's what it is.
going to the Shadowlands for WoW expansion.
Shadowlands. What we think about that trailer, dude? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I thought she was gonna put that put the crown on. I was like, she about to put that shit on.
I wanted to see her put that crown on, dude.
I thought she was
She was just like,
I wanted
nope.
to see her get the power.
Then she ripped it, and I was like, oh, Savannah's just kind of crazy, dude. And then
I said, what are you doing?
first off, how did she get so strong? Where is this coming from? And why didn't she fight him a long time ago?
Okay, so she's been getting like stronger throughout this last expansion.
Okay.
And in that second video I showed you with the jailer, I guess she's been working with him to get like stronger.
Oh.
So she's like getting power from the Shadowlands or whatever.
Okay.
So that's why she's like so strong.
Yeah, because I was thinking.
Is she that strong? Why don't she just go into Stormwind and just start fucking everybody
Yeah,
up?
what is she doing? What is the point
I
of this?
saw that huge army of like whatever they are. What are they called? The undead or whatever. What is the Lich King's army called?
Scourge.
The
Scourge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Scourge. And then the next scene they're all dead.
She pieced all of them up and fucking pieced him up. Fucking Bolvar. Made him look like a big old biggity bitch.
Yeah.
And we can't even do this shit in the raid. What?
Yeah.
All I was wondering is,
What?
yo, if she was able to do that,
Yeah.
why didn't she do it before for the horde? You know, we out here making 10, 25 mans when she can solo that bitch.
Yeah. Well,
Hey.
she just said she was progressively getting stronger, but
Still. She
still.
working with the butcher? Is that what you said?
The jailer.
Jailer.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's where she got the chains from?
Mm-hmm.
They're like special chains that those chains can only hold Lich King kind of thing. You know, what's going on here? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty
exactly,
sure she'll
but
fucking do that in the raid. 100%.
You gotta fight Sylvanas in the raid. That's crazy.
probably at the last raid, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say this gotta end with her, man. It's gotta end in that.
She's been around for a while, right? Since the beginning.
Yeah.
No, she's clearly went crazy. And who's the leader of the horde now?
Thrall.
Hey!
Again.
Yeah, he's the war chief now.
Oh,
Again.
rightfully so, dude. Rightfully so.
Is he a good war chief?
Yeah, a lot of people actually were
Steve's
thinking.
stamp of approval, dude.
A lot of people were thinking that the faction division was gonna like go away
Yeah.
because of how close they were working to like get Sylvanas like out of there. Because she was the one that burned down Darnassus, pretty much blew up Undercity.
That must have hit you pretty hard when she burned down Darnassus, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Did you cry?
On the map, it's the little icon is just like grayed out. Same thing with Undercity, grayed out.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, damn.
Did you cry?
No.
Tell the truth.
Tear up?
He said, tell
No.
the truth.
Guys
Steve
get a
has
little
computer
watery.
this.
That was where you started your journey, Steve. You gotta tell me.
That was like 15 years ago.
You gotta tell me that you didn't shed a single tear.
No.
So you can't go there at all anymore?
You have to go to like the past or whatever.
Can you go to Moonglade?
Yeah. Moonglade's in a totally different area.
I don't know what happened to Moonglade.
He doesn't know.
man.
He doesn't play WoW. He didn't level.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's accurate, but he like dogged him too. So it's just like I don't know really how to feel.
We know how it feels. But it's just funny.
So we'll go into a couple of the features. So level cap. Level cap.
Hold on, let me get my notes out.
What do you guys think the level cap's gonna be?
Oh,
60.
God.
Josh, why you gotta let them guess? Come on, man.
60.
60.
Damn it, dude.
I told you that earlier, man.
Yeah.
The people who weren't here, you must let them
It was
guess.
like incompetence.
I was like, dude, Steve wanted it. And he's having fun with it, so I was gonna let him rock, dude. John's like 60. Nah, he told me earlier.
Yeah, they're doing a level squish, so everyone who's 120 now is gonna go down to 50. It's gonna be from 50 to 60 for the expansion.
Level squish.
Pretty much, they're just like trying.
So what happened to what's up with Classic then?
So what level do I
Will
start
Classic
with?
get squished too?
What do I get squished
That's
to?
a
Classic
totally
WoW?
different game, right?
Yeah, it's a separate game.
Oh.
What do I get
Yeah.
squished
Game
to
sucks.
if I max?
50, and then you go from 50 to 60 in the
Back to
expansion.
50.
And then as
Go
far
back
as like
to
the
50.
previous like lower level leveling stuff, from like 1 to 10 you start in your starting zone, and then from 10 to 50 you pretty much can do any expansion you want. I think you just got to talk to like an NPC and they send you to whatever expansion you want to do. So you can do like Warlords, you could do Mists of Pandaria.
Shit,
you can
I'm
do
doing the Lich
BC,
King one every time then.
Yep, every time, 100%.
Wrath of Lich King, yeah, you can do that one.
Yeah, that one's the most fun.
Because then it leads right into Shadowlands or whatever.
It doesn't.
I mean, that's worse.
But going into Shadowlands, so Bolvar, he's going to be helping us get to the Shadowlands because he has like
still alive without the Lich King power.
He's still alive because he was scarred from Alexstrasza's fire breath.
Yeah,
and
he burned him in the gate.
Yeah, so he has like 1 foot in each realm, so that's why he's helping us because he has 1 foot in each realm, so he's able to help us. Yeah.
Excuse me, dude?
Who was
Bolvar, the Lich King.
Okay.
The new Lich King.
What happened to Arthur or what?
We killed him.
Yeah, we killed him.
Oh, so then this
Yeah,
guy.
because remember at the end when you kill him, someone has to wear the crown.
Played right.
What?
Mark played. He started in Mist.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Well,
you started in the worst one.
Basically, you kill Arthas, and then at the end, someone has to like
I
wear
wouldn't
the crown.
say
And
Mist is
like,
the worst.
No, it definitely is.
Warlords is the worst.
It's pretty close.
Warlords is the
They're
worst.
both pretty dog
Mist
shit.
was pretty good for its content.
Dude, would you stop for a second?
I didn't.
Just stop.
Throwing the pandas in there wasn't.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Dude, Mist was sweet.
Siege
What was
of
good
Omar?
about it?
Oh, man, I
Siege of Ogmar?
got sick of that
Dude,
raid.
Siege
so
was
quick.
awesome, dude.
I got sick of that raid real quick.
Well,
Dude.
we just did it so much.
Yeah.
But still, dude, we were a team, dude.
The
You
boss
fell
fight.
asleep, Mark.
Yeah, you did fall asleep. That's how fun the boss fights were. That you fell
No,
asleep.
I didn't fall asleep on the boss fight. I fell asleep during the explanation.
He said, "All right, this is how we're gonna do a mercy." As Mark said.
No, you did it.
Like, whoa, go! Who just charged in?
I think you did it for in the looking for raid too. So there was no explanation. We were just sitting there, just waiting for everyone to get in it, or waiting for everyone.
I think we were waiting for more people to get.
Yeah, you just leaped on in.
No, I didn't leap. I did it on the. It was on the dark mages, right, or whatever.
It was a Mercius.
No, dude, you charging him too.
Yeah, you did.
I thought you charged on someone in Legion.
No, it was a Mercius, the very first boss.
It was actually all three. So
yeah, he did it all 3 times.
Anyways, I might have.
This dude be falling asleep at his computer the whole time. Any game, man.
You fall asleep during Borderlands yet?
Yeah,
No,
yeah, he did.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Did I?
yeah,
I think you did.
yeah.
Yeah, me
I was
and Marlon
like-
were actually
like we
playing
said
live.
earlier, Mark's like, it's not a good game unless I fall asleep.
Yeah, because remember, you fell asleep. We were doing something, and then like some bad guy started coming towards you, and I let him kill you.
Yep, Marlon did, because Marlon was just like, let him die, and I was like, okay.
What was it? What is this?
Borderlands.
Let me die, dude. That was
Oh! Mark blew himself up today, but I was heading to get some dog food, but he didn't think I saw it. I was brushing my teeth, and then I heard my controller vibrate. It was like, "Durr." I said, "What was that?" I was like, back in. Mark's like,
I was like, shit, dude. I was testing out this rocket launcher and it blew me up. And I was doing like the 1 HP build, so I had like a huge shield but only 1 HP. So I shot the first one, I was like, oh shit. Because it like, I don't know what it's called, but it shoots and then it goes up, and I'm assuming it spreads. I was like, what the hell? How do you like aim this thing? I was like, shit, all right, I got plenty of shield left. I was like, ah! Shit. Well, good thing he's gone, or else he'd be laughing right now. And he texted me, he was like, I saw that, by the way. Damn. Yeah, I blew myself
I was like, hey, look at him, he just died.
He said, look at him, he just died. I did. It's a waste of was it 6 mil?
It's probably 600,000.
Yeah.
Right. So, see, going back to WoW.
All right,
So-
tell me some more of the features.
Some of the features.
Dude, you chill.
So, there's gonna be covenants that you'll join.
Covenants?
Yeah,
It
so like
sounds lame to me, but I'm gonna wait.
as you level, as you level throughout the zones, each zone will have its own, and at max level you pick which one you want to join.
They give you a wing.
and each
Wings.
like
Look at that.
covenant will give you a like 2 like active abilities that you can like use everywhere.
I'm not liking this. Continue though.
So there's gonna be a clear faction that's better than the others.
It's
right?
probably gonna be like Pokemon Go or
There,
Being
there.
Mystic is
Obviously,
gonna be
they
the
said
best.
that obviously there's no way around getting like the max or the best in slot covenant or whatever. But they're trying to like reduce it.
They shouldn't have done it.
And
That's
it's
how they
also-
avoid it.
It's not like
Should've been
you can
cosmetic
respect
only.
which covenant you can like switch covenants, but it's gonna be like kind of like an effort to
Sounds
do
like
it.
grind.
I don't know what they didn't say what it is to switch it. Kind of like how in the Burning Crusade where Scryers and
yeah.
those two factions.
Yep.
Kind of like pick one, but you could switch to the other one if you wanted to.
It took forever, dude.
Yeah, and
you couldn't do it.
And it was shitty.
Yeah.
So
Like
this
if you
is already
picked
sound bad.
Aldor,
Continue, though.
you were Aldor.
They're bringing back.
Like 100%.
They're
I'm
working
pretty
on.
sure I picked Scryer.
They're working on unpruning classes. I don't know how much you guys experienced that because you haven't played this expansion at all. You only played a little bit of Legion.
Unpruning?
Yeah, so like they're
does
bringing
that
back
mean?
some of the abilities that like classes like had lost, and they're also like bringing some.
Like Gift of the Naru?
Isn't that racial?
Yeah, that is racial.
No,
What are you talking about?
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
like no, they're like
Why?
so they're trying to also change like some of some of the skills had kind
Because
of
he
like
put them all on one button, dude.
He said it right away. I was like, what are you talking about? He said he doesn't know what he's talking about. I was like,
well, a lot of the spells and stuff like that they had kind of like focused more into specs instead of classes. So they're trying to go back to like classes and bring back some of the spells. So like some like spells were like only for a certain like spec. So like Hunter's Mark was only for like marksmen, but they're bringing it back for like all the different ones. Warriors, they're bringing back Shattering Throw, so you can break Pally Bubbles and stuff.
yeah!
Oh, man.
Get that out of here, boy!
For Druid, like Cyclone is a PvP talent. They're taking it off of the PvP talent and giving it to the whole class because it should be.
Oh, do I get Divine Intervention back?
Don't think they had that on the list, but it could come back. It could come back though because
What are
they
they
just
giving
had it
Warlocks?
the demonic circle thing that like you can port to. They're taking it off the talent, and it's just gonna be like every
Well, you know he looked at the Warlock stuff because he's got to adhere to the Marlon crowd.
well,
They
spec
give Warlocks.
gets
He said
it.
it like he was.
I mean, even if I did come back, I might not.
You're
come
going back, dude.
I
Don't
think
tell me I'm
they're
gonna
bringing
do it.
back all the curses too, Marlon.
Dude, we're all going back, dude.
They're bringing back all the curses.
There's still one
Because we have kids, we can't go back.
I'm guessing there's one per, but I don't. They just kind of like said what was coming back for that.
So
Are
what
you,
the-
are
what
you
the
like?
Pallies
Are
get?
you not
What
going
are they
back
going
'cause
to
you
come
can't
back?
go back?
Pallies
Or
are
you're not
getting
going
like
Not going
your
back 'cause
auras
it
back.
sucks.
So like all the different auras. I think some other stuff was coming back for, it, but
Wait,
they were just
name
kind of
one
like
good thing
they
about
just threw some
Blizzard.
examples out there.
Okay.
Heroes.
That seems whack.
That's like the wackest thing.
No, it's not actually. The shit that they're doing with Overwatch is the wackest thing.
I 100% agree with that.
Booyah. This wild thing actually sounds.
Actually, I think the Hearthstone
Another
thing
thing
is
they
the
were trying to
wackest
do for a while was
Agreed.
reduce the randomness because like they had a ton of randomness nowadays. Like there's so much like RNG that.
thing. I thought that's what Blizzard model was, RNG.
I mean, there's still RNG, but like
Literally, that
you
word
guys
came from
didn't.
Blizzard.
Since you guys
Yeah.
kind of like stopped playing in Legion and you guys didn't really do the Mythic Pluses and stuff. Well, every week you get the weekly chest. So you do your Mythic plus 10. You get the highest piece of gear that you can get, but it's like you get one piece of gear and it's like random, ridiculously random. So like you could like get bracers a couple times in a week, even though you already have high bracers or something like that. Like you can like get screwed multiple times in a week, even though you've done this big achievement throughout the whole week and you're getting screwed. So now they're actually doing like where you can pick. It gives you like 5 or 6 different choices that you can pick from, so you can kind of like pick from a list, and so you're not getting like pigeonholed into like one thing. It's still RNG.
But doesn't that limit like how much people are gonna want to play then?
Not really, because it's still RNG. It just there's
You know what I'm saying? If you can pick like 5 or 6 things, then 5 or 6 weeks, don't you have the best thing?
Well, might not have the exact stats you want.
yeah, like you might have like the
Yeah, it might have different stats, but at least you're not getting like the same piece of gear every time.
yeah. They're trying to reduce.
Again?
Bracers again.
Now
This
I
was
need
all
to-
pointless.
Now I need to put another month in.
Why are you doing that?
They are
You
bringing
like
back
busting it?
legendaries.
That's what the nerds look like.
That's your announce, dude.
They are bringing back legendaries for but they're not like randomly acquired like you were in Legion. So you can kind of like you work towards your legendary and you can like make whatever one you want. Because like in Legion, like you were at the beginning, you just like could get one that was like the lowest DPS one, while like someone else could get the highest DPS one, the best in style one, and you just are pretty much screwed because like you just
can
got
only get one.
unlucky.
Which one was the weapon artifact? Was that Warlords?
Legion.
Yeah.
Dude, that was sick. That was awesome.
Legion was, I feel like, was a pretty good expansion, especially towards the end. It got even better.
Remember that?
Because then you could get even. You had all the legendaries.
Yeah, you
I'm
gave
back.
up, you just abandoned everyone.
Well, you guys were assholes and made me lead the raid, and I never wanted to do that in the first place, so
You didn't even lead the raid.
I did.
Did we raid in Legion?
Yeah.
We did like one. I was there.
We did
there
the
leading
first raid.
Yeah, I did the first raid. I led it.
And then he disappeared?
Yeah, because you guys pissed me off because none of you listened. None of you guys even attempted to watch the videos, and then just expect me to
I
do
watched
shit.
the videos.
No, you did not.
I did.
I asked you, okay, what do you? I asked you outside of the raid chat and was like, all right, so what do you do, Mark? And you're like, I don't know. I have you to. You literally verbatim said, oh, that's what I have you for, Tony. And I was like, all right, cool.
So that's why you left?
I got annoyed. Like all the melee kept dying. What was that one boss with the spikes? He was like a rock monster, and he like shot spikes everywhere. Like we just kept wiping on that fight, and I was just like super fucking annoyed. Like
The melee monster that shot spikes everywhere.
he was like a rock monster. It was in the first raid. I think it was like the fourth boss or whatever, or like he could be the fourth, like because you did the first boss and then it splits into 3 different directions, and we decided to go fight the rock monster. And he shoots like spikes, and you have to run away, and the spikes stayed up for a while, so it made a giant wall, and you kind of had to like fight in like smaller areas, and that was like kind of the berserk timer because
Did I do this raid?
I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember raiding in Legion.
This is Warlords then.
Was that Warlords?
Tectis or whatever.
I was like thinking of all the Legion like
Yeah, I was like,
raids,
dude,
and
I
I
don't
was
remember raiding
No,
in
because the
Legion.
Legion one was you had the dragon in the beginning, and then you'd go over and do
Yeah.
the Baron boss, and then you'd go
yeah,
over
that's
and do
the raid I was
eyeball.
thinking of. I'm like going through all the corners. I'm like, all right, you played Cenarius, and then
So,
you played the dragon.
Warlords, we had
Played
the
the
first
bear.
boss, and then you had like it was a butcher guy or whatever, but you could also go over and do like Tectis.
All right, what was in Legion then? What was
The
the first?
fir-
Aegis was the dragon.
Yeah, first
that
boss was the dragon.
had the
Mhm.
It was
poison.
in the Emerald Dream.
Oh,
area.
the prison.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was fine because those fights were easier.
I was gonna say that I definitely remember watching videos for that fight because we were doing Mythic. We were doing that raid in
Yeah,
Mythic.
yeah, we did.
You're
What are you talking
talking
about?
Warlords. then,
Yeah,
Tony.
Warlords. That's when I got upset. Yeah, that fight sucked, and everyone died. Like everyone. Like the first spike chain. It was like, all right, 4 people died.
I remember,
Cool,
like, 'cause
cool,
I think
cool,
the only
cool.
boss in Legion that we're having trouble with was the one with the eye in the middle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did I remember? Didn't we down all the bosses in Warlords?
Because yeah,
The first boss is the guy with the sword hand.
Yeah. We didn't. I don't think we ever beat the last boss, did we? Or we only did it like one time. Because that one we had we struggled
we didn't
big
struggle.
time.
I'm pretty sure you just like up and left.
No, we struggled. It was like 2 weeks of us dying to that same
I'm pretty
boss.
sure we were on Mythic raids in Warlords too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did get there because I remember.
Oh, without you.
Yeah, without me. Because I
Okay.
remember Vadot, he messaged me. He's like, yo, we downed it. And I was just like, oh, good job. And I watched the video and that was it. And I was just kind of seeing what you guys did. And I was like, all right, cool. Good for
I
you.
thought you stopped coming because of work, but okay.
I mean, it was also work, but no, it was
Dude,
also.
he
we-
tried to make it seem like he just left because we were asking.
No, it was your fault, Mark.
I see, dude.
It was specifically
he
you.
called me out, dude. I was
I mean,
like, I'm
like,
pretty sure
it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't just.
Yeah, it was.
though, like,
it was
like,
melee, and it
literally-
was you. It was you falling asleep. You are a son of a bitch, all right?
dude.
Watch the fucking videos next time, and maybe we'll keep the band together.
It was also like the
See,
rest of
you
the
had
raid
Tony
either.
going all P Diddy. Now I gotta shut the raid down again.
He didn't shut it down. We cleared it. I'm trying to figure out what went wrong. I'm pretty sure it's because of work.
All right. Only
I
way.
thought Tony quit because of. He
I thought it was because of work.
All right. Only way I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
he
the raid.
just went ham with me for no reason. I was watching the video.
But-
No,
I will
only
say-
way I'm gonna start the raid
I
back
was-
up now is if you watch all the videos.
I could have sworn that, like I was getting annoyed because when we were doing heroic of the last boss, we couldn't beat that one. But then they're like, "Oh, let's go do mythic," and we did the first boss on mythic, and then
I was getting annoyed at that too.
I was like, "We haven't even finished the last boss."
I'd rather
on,
just clear it on normal.
on
And
heroic.
then we could, or yeah, on heroic, and then we can start mythic. But yeah, we were like, all right, well, we can't do this, so let's start doing some of the first bosses on mythic. I was like, this is stupid.
It's a tactic, though. I
Yeah, it is
mean,
a
you can
tactic
you
some
can
people
get
do.
like a few like
I get
easy
it,
like
I get
bracers
it.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But the thing was, it wasn't gear that was making us not finish the last
Yeah,
boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
It was-
mechanics.
Yeah,
People
it's always
couldn't
been
do
mechanics. Yeah, that's what I felt too. Like, it was just,
What are you talking about? Do you quit on us on normal?
Oh,
but I've
That was
been raiding with
too. We
you.
had a lot of people. to get with
D2
us.
Revenge of the Mark. I
think we started with, like-
last back, dude. He said,
No, lashing
"Man,
back,
you
dude.
quit on us, dude. You can't quit on me, Tony."
Don't quit on me, man.
I think we had like 6 people in the beginning with our like friend group because we had like us 4. We even had Brian and Andrew.
I remember Andrew.
Because Marlon never raided with us.
No.
When did I quit?
Didn't.
Probably the same time Tony quit. No, or a little bit after.
Did you even play?
I was gonna say, wait.
Yeah, I raided in Warlords too.
Did you?
Yeah, I was sitting next to Mark
yeah,
most of the time because I was an enhancement shaman, wasn't I?
Brian kept saying he couldn't heal the whole group, but then also he was also probably one of the worst healers. And then the time that he did was on top, he just had tranquility up.
Yeah, literally, like every time he's like, look at my healing. It was just because he used tranquility.
Yeah, like
everyone was dying.
That was like the funniest thing because like Steve would just point like Steve just dime him out like just like right off the bat. It's like, well, most of your healing was tranquility, and then
it was like 60% of your healing was tranquility.
But that was the most
job.
optimal heal, dude.
That was the most optimal.
It's not optimal to use it if you're wiping. Like
Exactly.
tank's dead, both tanks dead, half the raid's dead. Might as well trank.
I'm gonna trank real quick.
Dude, are you guys even healing?
Pad the healers real quick.
Dude, if you would have said that back then, I didn't even know any of that. I don't remember. Dude, I just remember him saying that, but I don't remember you guys calling him out on the trank. Dude, that is a pointless time to
The only time I called someone out was Gene.
Oh, dude, Gene was really bad.
Did you make
too.
him quit?
Yeah, he quit.
He quit
Legion.
Because
I think it was because
we were doing a Mythic Plus.
Was it Steve? Someone made fun of him, and that's why he quit.
Marlon and Tony, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I've
Steve
never
was
had
there.
any.
Yeah,
I've
Steve
never
was
had
there.
any healer have this much trouble healing me before. And then Marlon and Tony were like, "Yeah, man, you suck, man."
Steve was making an observation, and then Tony
all
and
I'm
Marlon
saying,
like,
Gene was just kept saying like I was just like,
He
hey man,
transferred
at
servers
first,
and everything, dude. He was gone.
because the first thing was like I was like, yo, what's going on? Like I'm trying to figure it out. Like, are you not doing something properly, or you're not doing your rotation right? Like, I mean, like you kind of have the gear. Like you should be able to do this.
I was able to heal 10 mans in Ice Crown on my shaman with bad internet, mind you.
Like
I don't know.
stop, dude.
Like no, I'm for real. Like Gene had the gear, like his eye level and everything.
Maybe Shaman was just tricky or something, dude. Maybe Steve was taking on too much.
No.
You chain heal.
Yeah, I've literally seen
Her shield chain heal.
people that were eye level
Shift
worse
left
than him
click
that was in our
the
guild
portraits, dude.
heal Steve, and it was just like easy peasy. Like there was nothing wrong with it, but for some odd reason, it's just like
You need a hot
press one button.
I got a riptide for you. There
Yeah.
you go. It's instant.
Yeah,
Middle
and that
mouse
was it.
button.
I literally healed with one button. Hot pocket in one hand, heal on this hand.
Oddly enough, I believe you. Dude, I don't know. Maybe he was just struggling. He's learning Shaman, dude. I think he normally played Warrior, but I asked him to heal because I got the Warrior thing on lock.
Hey,
And he's trying something new. Dude.
call Gene, man. Ask him what
You want me to?
happened.
Let me call him for him. Call him.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'll call him real quick, dude.
But
Get him
Hey,
on the
be
mic.
like, we were talking. We want to know why you quit.
If we're just gonna badger him about his Shaman heals, then I'm not calling him. I'm not gonna do that.
I'll call him.
I know he came
What's his
back and
number?
then he was on a different server.
yeah,
He came back later and was on a different server.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, he transferred servers and everything. He left.
He's like, fuck these guys.
yeah, he played with his other friends that carried him.
I spelled his name wrong, but is this it?
Let's see. One of the other features that they're bringing is
No.
they're doing like this. One of like their main features to like craft the legendary items is they're doing this like tower, and it's kind of like an endless dungeon type thing
That looks sweet.
where like each floor is like a harder difficulty.
What are we in a mobile game now?
Oh man, that's
Automation
like,
tower?
What the fuck are you talking about? Mobile game?
What are you talking
What?
about?
I was about
Like
to
in
say,
every single mobile game like that, they have like an endless tower where you try to get to the highest level.
How's it a mobile game?
I get what you're saying, but
I was gonna say it was
it's
like
not.
Realm, the
the deep dungeon,
yes, deep dungeon. That's what I was gonna say.
but that has a cap.
200, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We gotta get back into that, man.
I don't.
started.
They didn't say if it was like unlimited, but
Shadow's
they were
already
saying, like
gone.
they keeps getting like stronger as you go. I don't think they decided if there's gonna be an actual like end to it yet, but
There's definitely got to be a cap.
Yeah, you die.
That sucks.
That sounds sweet though. I like it. You said the tower sucks, or like the fact that you just go until you die sucks?
No, dying sucks.
Oh yeah.
I died a lot today.
But a tower, an endless tower, yeah, an endless tower, dude. Just gives another element to the game, dude. That sounds sweet. I like that. I'm down for that.
They're also trying to remove. I know you guys didn't experience as much, but they're removing the artifact power grind, because that was like an endless grind that you could just grind as much as you want and keep getting more power essentially, but like diminishing returns pretty much.
Yeah.
Because you got your like big weekly bonuses, but now they're getting rid of that. They have like a system where like it's
artifacts are the weapons, right?
Yeah.
Well,
they still have that.
Artifact power just powered up the one item.
It was in Legion. It was the artifact power that upgraded the weapon. In BFA, it upgraded the neck piece that you had. That like you wanted higher levels than that, because then that would unlock perks on your gear, your Azrai gear. But it was like something that you could just like. You could endless grind. Do all these world crests that have AP. You could do dungeons and keep getting stuff. You could get a big chunk from your weekly thing and whatnot. So it was kind of like a chore essentially. And you could go do island expeditions and just kind of like farm that shit. And so they're doing something. I think one of the things was like anima or something like that. That was like their weekly thing. I think it's sort of working towards like your legendary like year.
All this shit.
But I think they're trying to like do something more like how you have your weekly conquest points to level up. I know you guys never. I don't think you guys ever did that. The weekly conquest. I think that was just in BFA. Like so, you'd have like so many conquest points that you'd have to cap up each week, and then you get your PvP chest piece at the end of the week. But it was like very achievable. Like you could get it done within a few hours or something like that, depending on what you were doing.
So is WoW something we're all looking forward to getting back into then?
So far I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I'm also on the fence.
They are
literally.
They
you guys
are
would have
doing
told me like, "Hey, we're gonna go back to Ice Crown." I would have probably been like at an 80% into it.
Let me talk about the raid, because I know Marlon would talk about.
Oh, that was sick, isn't it? That was sick, nasty, dude. Yo, put that up to the camera, dude. Put it up to the camera.
No.
You scared?
Well, I know Marlon would want ratings, so
that's all I really care about.
They
PvP
announced,
doesn't get my dick hard.
They announced that they were gonna do a 10 boss raid at the launch of the expansion. Probably like within a
10 boss raid. Is that what you said?
10-man raid.
No, 10 boss.
Oh, 10 bosses?
So there's 10 bosses.
That's what I was like. I was like 10-man raid. Oh, that's normal. And I was like, wait, 10 boss raid?
I'm down.
Yeah, and it's it's like a Dracula castle themed.
So like
how many
people on that one event?
It's probably the normal. Was it?
You remember that one?
Mythic is 20 people.
Huh? I hate vampires.
Normal heroic is either from 10 to 30.
They bite you in the neck and stuff.
That's their normal thing that they're. I'm pretty sure they're sticking at that now.
They still have them looking for raid.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different types of
vampires. The gear still worse.
What?
There's a bunch of different types of vampires.
There are, dude.
Because they don't have set bones. They don't have set gear.
All of them do that.
I hate them.
So you pretty much go in there and you just pretty much are like, you can go in there, you can get you can pretty much get the same gear in there, except it's just like lower eye level. So if you're like, oh, this trinket, I need the perk on it, but I can't get any rolls from the higher ones, you could go into the Alfar and hope for something just to get the perk.
Waste your reroll.
Sorry. His booger napkin, man.
But I feel like all the raids are always pretty good.
All kinds of boogers all over.
If that's what you were coming back for, they usually do a pretty good job.
LFR?
Now you're gonna get the booger napkin.
Well, LFR is always just cheese mode for the most part. But normal and heroics, man, they're usually pretty good.
Walgreens won't save you. You understand me?
They might do. They got some good popcorn.
I hear taco seasoning.
Oh, yeah, they got taco seasoning.
I don't know if you guys saw before, like the race to world first on the mythics, like Method Man. Method like was like they were streaming like the whole thing, like them trying to like kill the whole raid.
Yeah.
And like it was all like backed by like Red Bull and all that
that's
stuff.
what you're trying to do?
I'm not trying to do that.
I was about to say, don't they always win though? Like, is there even a point?
If we beat it before then.
It's not fair, man. They go in there with 4 method teams.
Oh.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, Limit gives them a run for their money. They were pretty close.
So, Steve, is it safe to assume that you're going back to WoW?
Yeah.
We're going back to WoW. Are you done with WoW Classic?
No.
What? Okay.
So you're gonna play
Phase 2 comes out, I think, next week.
Phase 2? What's Phase 2? Dude, what did I tell you?
Are
you insane?
Phase 2 is the honor system, and I forget, there was something else they were writing. But yeah, it's like the honor system, so you can like do the honor, like grind for honor and get that gear.
next raid?
I think next raid comes in Phase 3.
Did this BlizzCon restore your faith in Blizzard?
Hell no.
I mean, I never like.
No.
No, it didn't, dude.
No. I appreciate the apology. I mean, not that I even care, but
I didn't even listen to it.
The Diablo 4 stuff didn't get you.
I might be fucking old as shit by the time that game comes out.
I treat them just like any other games. Like, if I enjoy them for a little bit, I'm not like, oh, they're dying. I don't think so, because they have like so much monetization and stuff.
They do?
Like,
I thought they were on the brink of just going under.
No, they make a lot of money off WoW.
Yeah.
Off of like the store mounts, the like all the like the microtransactions that they do.
Still?
Plus, Activision like bankrolls them. So
you have to think
I
about.
guess what I mean is, were
that's
they
true at all.
like the execs get called in the office and Activision was like,
Wait, no,
get your
Tencent
shit
did all.
together.
yeah.
No,
Maybe
WoW
that's
still
fine.
brings them in a lot of money.
Okay.
I thought Blizzard bankrolled Activision.
Plus, also like WoW tokens.
They merged, from my understanding. But
Yeah,
like I think,
it's Blizzard Activision.
yeah, I think they merged, but I think,
It's not Activision Blizzard.
but
I don't know what it is.
B. Oh wait, no. A does come before B.
I don't know.
But
I heard
because like WoW tokens, that brings in extra money for them.
But can you buy WoW tokens with gold?
Well, I don't know if I explained it to you before, but so the WoW tokens you buy with gold, but to buy that token with gold, someone has to buy it with real money.
So you can only get a WoW token
If someone had already
initially,
Yeah.
with money.
Yep.
So
WoW
someone has
token-
to buy a WoW token for $20,
Yeah.
and then you can buy their WoW token
For gold.
for gold.
It's just like someone else is paying for your subscription, pretty much.
And
Yeah.
that WoW token is only worth $15, even though the person bought it for $20.
Because basically that person is just buying gold,
Yeah. Essentially.
essentially.
So can I buy a WoW token with gold and then sell it for more gold?
No.
No, you can only buy it with gold once.
So as soon as you buy
can,
no, as soon as you buy it for gold, as soon as you buy it off the auction house, the only thing you can do with it is either get a 30-day token or you can get $15 of BattleNet credit.
Oh boy.
So
Then
if I wanted to buy gold,
Well,
I
can
could,
you use that
I could
$15
just
credit to
put
buy
in money and just buy
another
WoW
token?
tokens and sell them.
But the tokens cost
But
$20.
the token's
Oh.
20, so they made the 5.
yeah, basically
Oh,
when you're
so they
buying a
banked
token,
it.
you're
Yeah, they
just
banked it,
essentially
yeah.
buying gold from Blizzard.
Good job, Blizzard.
That's
Thinking
why
the
like
thinker.
that's why it's like they're making extra money because like
Yeah.
all the past couple expansions I bought have been all from WoW tokens. Like
Yeah, so
So-
you can't keep flipping it. Like it can only be flipped once, and then they made their money back.
yeah,
Yep.
so like this next expansion costs $40. I'm gonna have to buy 3 WoW tokens. So that's they're actually making like $60 off of it,
Yeah.
and I have a little bit of change.
Yo, Blizzard is crazy.
So they're
for
making
them.
extra money off it.
Good for them. They can suck
I mean,
my
it's
dick, man.
a good money.
You've been saying that a lot
Yeah.
lately.
I know it is.
Like
Same
every
like
like badass militant, every fucking anointed.
I will say the price for
So
WoW.
they don't seem like extra cocky to you sometimes. You gotta like
No.
kill them. You gotta say that.
No, trust me. When I go down because I get killed a lot,
Yeah.
I look up to see who killed me, and they're always doing something. You know, like the guys with 2 guns.
Oh yeah.
They're like,
Dude,
I'm like,
they pose when they kill you. Did y'all know that? The badasses in Borderlands 3 pose when they kill you.
Are those the guys that run at you and they're just like always like this?
Yeah, the two
shit?
guns.
Yeah.
Those guys.
When they kill you, the dude with the shield. If he downs you, you look up to see what he goes like this. Dude, I'm like, fuck you.
I died when we were fighting Captain Haunt, right? And one of those Malawan guys, he like fucking gunned me down. I looked around, I whipped around. Who fucking did it? I looked around. He's like,
oh!
I was like, you motherfucker. Where's my gun?
It makes you mad, dude.
Where's my gun?
Dude, they do. They pose and they kill you, dude. Oh, that should be making me extra spicy, dude. That shit makes me mad. Yeah, man, that should make me mad, dude. I got like 3 mil now. I went from like 30 mil to 3 mil.
All right, so what would it take for you guys to come back to WoW?
Oh, you got me sold, dude. I'm down.
So I know, Marlon, you said you would want to do raiding, but
that's usually what I'm
down.
Too.
Which means Tony's down. Which means Marlon's down.
That's not true.
That's not true. Because I played by myself for a while, and I raid by myself.
Yeah, he does.
All right, man, you got it.
Me and Marlon always try to get into the PvP stuff, but it just never seems to work out.
I don't try to PvP.
PvE. Sorry.
I'm about to say it.
Yeah, we always try to PvE. It never seems to work.
You know
how
stressful that is?
If you want to go PvP, man, go melee.
The only time Marlon got into the PvP was when we harassed the shit out of this. What was he, a hunter? He kept like bullying me there, and I called Marlon over there, and then I switched to my warrior, and we like gave that guy hell. He's probably sitting at his computer like, these guys have nothing better to do than to sit here for an hour and like stop me from doing my quest. I was like,
hey man,
you never experienced war mode. That's unfortunate.
No, but I mean, just the guy was pissing me
off.
No,
well, in BFA they introduced war mode, so pretty much they've changed all the realms over to normal.
What's BFA?
Battle for Azeroth.
Oh yeah, okay.
The latest expansion.
Yeah, Tony.
So they like changed. They changed all the realms.
Tony's over here. He doesn't know what BFA is. He's over here farting up a storm. Oh man, you're having a rough time, Tony. You tired?
Yeah, he's tired.
He said, "Yeah, he farted and this stinks real bad."
I'm real tired.
Well, they changed all the realms over to normal. So baseline, there's no PvP, like world PvP. But you could opt into war mode, which gave you like bonuses to like world quests and stuff like that. And then you could go then the world would be PvP. So when you're on Alliance, you're pretty much you should always have war mode on, because like it gives you like anywhere from like 20 to 30% boost because everyone plays Horde.
Like I said, man, I'm sold. I'm trying to play. Josh, you trying to play?
Wait, are we gonna be Alliance or Horde?
Look at Tony's in already.
I'll probably play Alliance.
Horde. Hey, got him, dude.
And
got
just
him.
like that, we're divided.
Look, man, no, we're not, dude. See,
no,
play Horde, dude.
You are, dude.
You gonna play for my race change?
What? Hell no.
I don't even know if my war.
So I can play Zandalori Trolls.
Wow. When you pre-order, you get a free 120.
No, that's if you buy the higher one. I'm not buying the more one. If you buy like the one package, you get a 120 right away.
And then I'm trying to go back down to 50.
Right? Yeah, it'd be a 50 basically.
Okay, is there any way I could pay for a 60 off the bat, dude? I ain't got time for that.
You could do what Josh did and get. You could hope you get there.
So it's just based off hope.
I feel like if you leveled up in Borderlands, I'm pretty sure you'll have time for WoW. It is not that long to level up in WoW.
I don't know, man. Borderlands is like...
Josh is shaking his head and he hasn't even done it.
How long did it take you to level up? Someone who didn't get power leveled.
Catch you by the legs real quick.
Josh was disqualified right away.
It definitely took a lot longer on the first time through.
You're talking about getting to just max level 50?
Yeah. It was easy. It was cake.
It took a little bit. I want to say it took like
I know where all the best
2 weeks
spots were.
Like where I played like maybe like 4 or 5 hours ish a day.
But on the Siren, when I leveled that one up, I was like, yo, I'm just doing these main quests, and then they put in those little time skips. I got to,
I'm assuming it would probably take the same amount of time, if not less.
Yeah, I guess it all depends on how you do it. Because I think I definitely probably would have leveled up way faster in Borderlands if I didn't do the side quest, because I wasn't thinking. I was just like, fuck, man, I gotta go do all these side quests again in true Vault Hunter mode anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I did it in the regular. If I would have just did with the story.
Stress, though.
I feel like a lot of times WoW expansions are like a weekend thing. Like if you were going hardcore on a weekend, you could get it done.
I think it took me about a week, honestly.
Yeah, Marlon. Cause I'm talking about for me. For me, it was 2 weeks, and it was about 4 to 5 hours a day, like maybe 3 to 4 days a week.
About 2 weeks, maybe like a week and a half for me.
Yeah, because Marlon got to 50, and it was like, probably within the week. And then
a couple hours during the week.
And then for me, like, I got it like a week later.
I did that shit in a day, man.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
you're welcome.
Most expansions for WoW, if you're going like semi-hardcore, like on a weekend, you're gonna get it done. Like, I remember one expansion we did it in under 24 hours.
So you're saying that I can get
gameplay.
10 levels in a weekend if I were to play from like, I don't know, 7 to like midnight. Put in a solid 15 hours.
That is true. We did get really. Well, I mean,
you're not gonna get it in 15 hours, but
not 15 hours, but what is that? 17 hours.
Probably like 30 hours. 2 days. You probably get it.
Okay, man.
Because I feel like in BFA it was like only like a couple days or something like that, and I got it.
Are we done? Can I go? Please. Can I go?
Yeah, we're almost at the 2 hour mark.
All right.
Yeah, man, we've been here for a while.
Yeah, just cut it.
Can I just?
Can we just cut it?
Dude. Can we just vote
just cut
on
it. Just
who's
cut
gonna
it.
play, dude?
Just fucking cut it.
Jesus, dude. Really?
Dude, just fucking cut it, please. I'm done. This is the worst. I didn't come here for this.
All right. Dude, thanks for tuning in. Catch us next week when Marlon's not shitting himself. All right, Josh. What?
WeeklyResetPodcast.com.
Josh, man, tell him.
Josh never says it.
All right, see, tell him where they can find us.
Yeah, why do you keep asking me with each other every time?
All right,
Yeah, 'cause I'm on
bye.
YouTube.
You stink,
Bye.
dude.
All right.